Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 in Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. My guest today is Lisa Copeland. Lisa is a love coach and a dating expert for women over 50. She is helping women to basically feel empowered and lovable and to help them to find the right man in their lives. Big task there, Lisa. Welcome.
Hi, Margaret.
You take on the tough, someone's got to do it. But no, I really do appreciate what you do for women over 50. We've been talking, about different things for years, and you've got such a positive attitude.
Thank you. I love helping them. I really do.
I can tell.
Yeah, because we get lost. We don't have anywhere to turn.
No, we do. And I know that's how you started your business, is when you had your own situation, when you didn't have someone that was focusing on the over 50 population. And so even as over 60, it gets even a little teeny bit more difficult.
It does.
The question I've got for you today, though, Lisa, is really kind of an interesting one based on conversations that we've had with our women. And that is, by the time you're 60, you're independent, you've been through, like you've said before, a couple of divorces perhaps, and you've developed a strong independent will to cope and to live and get on with your life. And in doing that, and also throughout your career, you've maybe, battled against men in the workplace. And so you've built a lot of, barriers between yourself and men. The question, though, is, do you think that women in their 50s and 60s sometimes look at this relationship issue as a battle, and that they're not, they're just not being as feminine, perhaps, as they might want to be? They've learned how to be strong, but not maybe as flexible, or what do you think? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of women say, I don't need a man, and I have these conditions on which I will, get a man in my life. But in doing that, you kind of make the man feel a little bit weakened, and it's more like a battle. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm a really tough alpha female. I mean, I'm strong. I'm tough. I really have been. I am woman. Let me roar. I still am.
I can see that.
But what I had to do that I didn't realize, because we grew up with women's lib, we were pretty much told we can do it as well as men, if not better. And we can just kind of walk on men to get moving up. Yeah. And I emasculated a lot of men as a result of that. But what I lost was cooperation of men. We need their cooperation. It doesn't cost us anything to really understand an emotionally healthy man. There are some men out there that are not good men, so we're not wasting our energy on them. But an emotionally healthy man, it's important to understand where he comes from. It takes nothing away from you. In fact, in the end, you will have way more power if you know how to trigger a man to be your hero, because he's going to want to step up and help you. Versus if you come from your alpha female side, do this, do that, and being like the general and the commander, which I played very well. I could have been the general, the 5-star general. I lost their cooperation. That's when you get the B word and the C word and all that. And it's just learning to understand who they are and the cooperation and getting their cooperation.
So tell me a bit more about this cooperation, because I think that men as well as women, like you said in the women's lib movement, have learned to sort of polarize in a way. It's sort of men versus women, and even if it's, men are working, in my opinion, from we're cavemen and cave women at heart. There's this, it comes naturally to want to be a little bit in control. Women have learned how to even that playing field, but in doing so, like you said, that the cooperation or partnership between the two is more difficult. So what can we do to get close to a guy without feeling like we're emasculating them, that we're like giving so many rules that they just go, sorry, I'd rather just be by myself. Yeah.
Yeah, they will go too much work, too demanding. So one of the differences we have to understand is women come from a sense of community. What is best for the community?
This is true.
Men do not come from that. Men come from, how could I fix a problem? it comes, how can I fix a problem and how can I help you and make you happy? I
Mm-hmm.
think that was one of the most amazing things to me that I saw happen when I really started to get the cooperation of men. And I was so much more powerful this way than I was when I was telling them what to do.
Yeah.
I was shocked at how happy they really wanted to make me. It was like, oh my God, how did this happen?
Yeah.
And I got way further ahead, but I was trying to prove that I was as strong as they were. And like I said, all I did was push them away from me. And men said to me, you don't know how to let a man be a man. And I didn't then.
What does that mean, Lisa?
Men need to feel needed, or they want to help you. I think one of this older man, younger woman syndrome comes from that too, as a younger woman will let him know he's needed. And we have gotten so tough that we think we have to do it all alone because we were taught to do it all. And we became super women who could do everything. And what happened is we're exhausted. We're exhausted and we just keep taking more and more on. And when you get in a partnership with a man, you want to be in a partnership. So women will say to me, well, I'm looking for a partnership that's equal. Well, let me ask you this, Margaret. Do you really want to take the trash out? I mean, at night, when the trash thing is coming, do you really want to take the trash out?
Yeah, well, it's defined equal, isn't it? But here's the deal though, Lisa, and I know you know this because you talk to so many women. I mean, this is your business. I mean, you do this every day, is that a lot of women have been hurt. They've been badly hurt by men, and we go into kind of survival mode, don't we? I mean,
Yes.
we actually, we don't want to get into another relationship, for drinking, for example. A lot of women, get married in the height of high school, and then they discover they've got a man with a drinking problem. This is a theme I've seen a lot, and so you don't want to. That's a criteria for you that you just have no flexibility on, So you create rules that come across seeming
to stay safe.
Yeah, to stay safe.
So let's talk a second about equality, though. It's really important. What is equality in a relationship? The woman brings the heart and the man brings the intelligence. Not that women aren't intelligent, they are. But what happens is from our intelligence, we tell men what to do, where to do, when to do it, and all that, because that's community oriented. And women don't hear it as orders. But when you come into a relationship with a man, you bring the heart, you bring vulnerability. And what we've started to do, because we have been so hurt, is we've closed our hearts up. And then when we close our hearts, we come from our head. And then we're losing our own power. This is your greatest strength is your heart that you bring to the relationship. Yeah. Because you bring the emotions that a man can't identify. You help him learn to identify those emotions. You also bring a vulnerability that he can help you. It doesn't mean you need the help necessarily, but dang, who wants to do it all alone anymore?
Yeah.
I mean,
what you said earlier, which really struck with me, it kept it in my mind as you were talking there, was that, we go through this list of things that we want men to do, not just physical things like take the garbage out, but we don't hear them as commands.
Right.
We don't hear them as orders. We just hear them as let's get organized. Like, you do this, I do that. And it's just black and white. But guys, like you said, they sometimes just want a beer and just sit down and, relax. They do. And it's black and white, but they're shades, aren't there?
Well, when
equality.
You need the help of a man, you need to trigger that hero response in him. Yeah. And men are wired for that. They are wired to fix for you. How many times have you had a conversation with a man and you just wanted him to listen and he's given you 5,000 suggestions on how to fix it? They're wired for that. So they want to make you happy. They want to be seen as the person that can help you when you need help, the person that can support you. And that is what we want. But it's the way we ask a man that when we tell him like we would a woman, that's when we lose the cooperation, because he hears his mother again, versus when we say to him, I need your help, or can you do me a favor? Then he hears it, oh, she needs me to fix something. And those are 4-word sentences or a 5-word sentence. They take nothing away from you, but they get you everything that you need.
Yeah. But
You have
it does admit, you have to admit though, when you say those words that you can't do it yourself.
No, you could do it yourself. What you want is someone to help you. Of course you can do it yourself. You know, I can move this heavy furniture by myself, but I don't want to. So, hey, and I'm not with another woman who says community. I'm with a
Let's
man.
do it together.
Yeah, well, can do it together even with a man, but you know, I need your help. Can you help me? And all you're doing is triggering the hero response. He doesn't see you as a weakling or anything like that. That's an own internal thing.
Mm-hmm.
What he's seeing is, oh my God, I can make this woman happy. I can make her life a little easier.
Yeah. It's a really powerful conversation though about, you know, asking for help. And I hear so many times in conversations online with our women, sometimes I just wish I could just be taken care of. You know,
That's
and
right.
women will say that, like, I'm so tired of doing this all by myself. I just want someone to hug me and say, I'll do it for you. They say that with one breath. And then the next minute, when there's a man in front of them who says, here, let me help you. It's like, no, I can do it. It's that kind of dual wanting to be taken care of, but at the same time, resisting the help.
We've learned to be major overgivers and instead of learning how to receive. And that is very hard for us. We oftentimes don't feel worthy of it and we don't know how to do it. And simple ways to do that are stand in front of a door and let a man open the door for you. You know, it's as simple as that. And just say, thank you. I so appreciate it. Because we do need to appreciate men. They do feel underappreciated by women. That's another thing. And this is a very powerful thing. Getting this concept of equality, bringing your heart and his intelligence, and also the part about understanding a man wants to make you happy by being your hero. If we understand this, we get way more than coming from our alpha side, because when we do that, we lose the cooperation. They think you can take care of yourself, and we're back to doing it all alone.
Yeah, it's such an important conversation, and it's that between intimacy and independence. You know, what do you have to give up a little bit of your independence to get that intimacy?
I don't think you're giving. I disagree with you. You're not giving up independence at all. You can still do it all yourself if you want, but you're just making your life harder. You're still independent. One of the things I love about my guy is I am still myself. I mean, I'm still strong. He knows I'm strong. A man knows you're strong, but he still needs to feel like he can wrap his arms around you and keep you protected. And our thing is to let him do that. It doesn't make us less independent. It doesn't make us less strong. It just makes it so that we don't have to do it ourselves, and we get a man cooperating with us.
Do you think you could clone this person? Do you think maybe you could?
There's lots of them out there.
Well, and I do know that, and I know it's, you know, it's been a journey for you too, and you've learned a lot from, and you have an open mind and heart to learning. I think that's the secret with you, Lisa, that you and no, seriously, this is why you can be an expert, because you can speak from your own, you know, your own life.
Well, like I said, I emasculated men. I had two men say to me, you don't know how to let a man be a man. Because I thought I was going to be weak if I let a man be a man. But I became much stronger letting him be a man. And I'm not as tired of doing it all myself.
No more garbage. Taking out the garbage.
He takes the garbage out. I'm like so happy.
Thank you so much for this conversation, Lisa. I think, honestly, I'm very interested in seeing what the comments are below, because a lot of women have very strong views about this. And to be honest with you, the way that I look at it is, if they have those strong views, then they don't need to be with a man. You know, I mean, those women, there are women who just, it's fine just to not be stressed about it, just accept that, you know, you're done. But there are other women who I think would get value from what you've said. Or
you can have a beta male and he'll let you take total care of him. And hey,
there's options.
You know, there's options, right? And you're right either way you are. It's just keeping an open mind to that there's possibilities of doing something different that might actually make your life better.
And more fun.
and you still get to be strong and independent.
I love that idea. But I mean, guys, please go out and check out Lisa's website. It's findaqualityman.com. And there's so many resources out there for you, practical. And you do a webinar as well, don't you? Or you do phone, do you still do your phone conversations with people if they want to sign up for that?
Yes. If you want to learn more, you can come to my website and at findaqualityman.com, hit the coaching tab and apply for a complimentary session with me. Yes. And I also teach in my Facebook group, and that is on my website as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I should have mentioned that earlier too, because you do have a lot of resources. And that's what I love about you, is that you're not all in the head abstract. You're really, roll up the sleeves and get stuff done.
Yeah, try to. Well, that's how you're going to get it done. If you just sit and look at it, it's not going to get done.
Well, I love your energy. Thank you, Lisa, very much for your advice. I'm sure people are going to get a lot from going out and checking out your site. And just thanks for being here. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Margaret.
Take good care. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.